Have you ever been to a party or a party store or a gas station and you look outside and you just see a big cloud of smoke go into the air? Well, that is oftentimes vaping or somebody using an e-cigarette. According to truthinitiative.org, nearly 20% of high school students, which is 1 in 5, use e-cigarettes, which later in life increases them to have a higher risk to smoke actual cigarettes. Today, I want to share with you the physical effects of vaping, the mental effects of vaping, as well as the long-term issues that can result from vaping. First off, let me tell you the physical effects of vaping. A lot of users report that they get shakiness or start to feel nauseous, which is mostly caused by overstimulation. Many users will say that it calms them down, while others say it makes them very anxious and more alert, but not in a good way. Another thing that is reported is physically. They are affected physically. When they go to run, they're out of breath. It's like their lungs can't keep up with what they're trying to do. And it just makes everyday activities hard, because when you vape, you are putting those vapors into your lungs, and your lungs help you run. So stay away from vaping. You want to be in the best shape of your life. Just stay away from it. Now, there are also many mental effects of vaping and using e-cigarettes. According to the CDC, your brain doesn't stop developing until you're around the age of 25. So when you use nicotine in adolescence, it can harm parts of your brain that control your attention span, your learning, your mood, and your impulse control. Those are important. When you vape, there's a substance called nicotine. And nicotine releases a pleasure-inducing chemical that often makes tobacco users feel good in short term, but when your brain stops getting those pleasure-inducing chemicals or craves more, it often makes it harder for the users to stop engaging in using nicotine or vaping. So that's why there's always a long road of trying to quit. Through many peer-reviewed studies done by Truth Initiative, they have found troubling connections between anxiety, depression, and vaping. And that is scary. It really is. I'm going to show you a kind of a picture, and it's different flavors of e-cigarette flavors. And this is dangerous because according to Paul Frisch on WebMD, the many different flavors, they target the people in high school with Ready Whip flavor, candy flavor, Lifesavers, juice boxes, and Lucky Charms. Like, that's all food that high schoolers and younger people eat. That's dangerous. No wonder it's affecting so many high schoolers in their daily lives, you know? Finally, I want to tell you about the long-term issues that can result from vaping. And I cannot stress this enough. First off, you could die. There have been many people. I've heard so many horror stories about people dying from vaping. It's sad. It's scary. And a lot of times when you're in high school, you can't get things the correct way because it's illegal for you, but people still get them. But it doesn't mean that they are legit, like safe. For example, you could get something from somebody at school. You don't know how they got it. It could be laced. You take one hit of that and you could die. Myself included. I was put in the hospital when I vaped. Almost died. I haven't done it since, so best day of my life for that case, but many people don't end up that way, so I was lucky. Another thing that you could fall victim to in long term is chronic coughing, phlegm, and bronchitis, as well as being diagnosed with asthma. So that relates to the running thing again. I mean, another reason to stay away. Just in many studies, there have also been heavy metals such as calcium, lead, nickel, tin, copper detected in the aerosol products produced by the e-cigarettes. So that big cloud that you just blew out of your mouth, that put metals into your lungs. That's not good. So, vaping can harm you in many ways. That's what I'm trying to say. Today we talked about some of the physical effects of vaping, as well as the mental and the long-term issues that vaping could result in. Just because people around you are doing this in school, at parties, at work, doesn't mean that you have to set yourself up for a future with those things. So just remember that. Thank you.